Hi everyone, for today's video, I thought it would be fun to shop my stash. All morning I've actually been thinking of ways that I can shop my stash right now, and I just feel so incredibly inspired, so expect a lot more shopping my stash videos coming up here in the future. But for today's shop my stash video, I put together a collection of products that I own but I never use. It doesn't necessarily mean any of these products are bad, it's just I don't use them. I have a very large collection of makeup, so this is gonna be kind of my way to maybe rediscover products or maybe consider decluttering them. I also expect to do a declutter of my makeup collection at some point during my 30-day quarantine. But let's just get started into the makeup that I own but I don't use. So I actually had a couple of foundations that could have filled this spot, but I am going to be using the Smith & Colt Weightless Micro Blurring Foundation. I'm using the shade 250 Warm. I bought this foundation basically the same day that Ulta had started carrying it. I was just so interested in the Smith & Colt line. It was brand new, the line looked super interesting, it was really visually appealing. I loved the all black packaging, and I do have a full face of Smith & Colt. I filmed it a while ago, well over a year ago, so it is an older video of mine. Oh my god, this is so light. This is really, really light. It didn't look that light when I was blending it out, but then up against my neck, it's looking so light. Oh well. And I really enjoyed this foundation. Like, my first impressions, I really liked it. I liked wearing it a lot. I'm going to take a brush and maybe like blend it down my neck. And I found the coverage to be really nice, definitely something that I enjoy, like a true medium coverage. I'm looking at my skin right now, I love how it's sitting, I love the coverage of it. I really can't give you a reason why I don't use this foundation. I just have other foundations that I like, probably other foundations that I like more. Foundation is a hard one for me because when I find one that I like, I usually don't use other things at that point. For concealer, I am using the Juvia's Place one. I have it in the shade 15. I've probably only used this concealer about 2 times, maybe even once. It's a little dark for me. Well, it's not dark necessarily, but it's like a true skin tone. There's no highlighting going on today. Could probably use it as a foundation considering it's freaking humongous. I honestly don't know why I don't use this concealer. I don't really even remember what my thoughts were on it, but I guess we'll find out together. It is quite full coverage, which is nice considering the foundation that I'm wearing is pretty medium coverage. Looks to be like a little bit more hydrating than maybe like a Tarte Shape Tape. And that looks really nice underneath the eyes. I wonder why I don't use it. I really like how that concealer looks. I love that it has a little bit of a glow to it, but it's still very full coverage. For my powder, I'm going to go in a little bit with the Bare Minerals Mineral Veil Powder. I actually recently just rediscovered this powder yesterday when I filmed my full face of Bare Minerals, but I figured I would just include it in this video because I really don't use this powder at all. But after seeing how it performed in that video, in that full face video, I actually really like the powder. So for my brows, I have the Morphe Brow Pencil, Micro Brow Pencil, and I have the Brow Gel, Morphe Brow Gel in Translucent. I bought both of these products directly from the Morphe store. I bought them in their brow kit that they sell. It was super duper cheap, like $18 for like 3 brow products or something, or maybe 4. And I think since then we do sell it at Ulta now too. But I really don't use these products ever. I just have brow products that I really like. Oh, by the way, I'm using in the shade Chocolate Mousse. I feel this particular brow pencil is a little bit too creamy for me. I love when my brow pencils are like a little bit more waxy and a little bit harder because I like being able to like work a brow product into my brows. I feel like I get way more control with them and my brows just come out looking way better. I'm just going in with the brow gel. I just kind of feel like the Morphe brow pencil is a little too soft and the brow gel is a little too wet. And I find that combination is pretty bad when it comes to like the application of the brow gel because it ends up being so messy. The eyeshadow that I'm featuring in today's makeup that I own but never use, I have the Natasha Denona Sunrise palette, and it really is so beautiful, but I never ever use this palette. I really can't tell you why. I honestly do think it has a lot to do with the fact that I work at Ulta and we don't sell Natasha Denona, and the majority of the times that I wear makeup is for work, and it's really hard for me to wear an eyeshadow palette or like anything that we don't sell that Sephora sells. It's not that I like care about the competitors, but it's more that like I hate when people ask me what eyeshadow I'm wearing and I have to tell them that we don't have it. But I do think that the palette is beautiful and I wish I used it more, but it's just, I don't know. I also just don't know if I feel super inspired when I look at it, because I see the shades that I like and I can't see past them. So like I see basically this small section of the palette and I like can't see past it. So I'm gonna branch out and use the shades that I wouldn't typically use actually. I am gonna start with Morgan though, just because I do like a good transition. And this is actually like the smaller Natasha Denona palette, so it's not like I spent, what is it, $128 or something on it. I honestly would never spend that much money on an eyeshadow palette. And I'm like all for spending money on makeup, but there's not a palette out there worth $129 or however much that they sell for. It really, like, it's powder. It's essentially powder. I guarantee those shades can be duped from another brand. Like, I guarantee it. Unless the powder is like going to make my eyelids never age, I would never consider it. I'm going to take Glory, and I am using a little teeny blending brush, and I'm just going to apply Glory in the crease, kind of directly in the crease, wedged between the Morgan shade and my eyelid. I'm actually taking the eyeshadow brush that I used with Morgan and I'm just like blending it. This is actually a really, really gorgeous shade, but like, where am I gonna wear it? And I would wear it to work. Like, the beauty of working in cosmetics means I can, you know, wear color and it not be super weird. But I can't wear Natasha Denona. Like, I mean, I could, and I don't lie to customers. I would never ever lie to a customer and be like, oh, it's from Urban Decay, let me show you. I would never fucking do that. I hate that, like, I have to watch someone's, like, face light up and be like, oh my god, like, what are you wearing on your eyes? And I have to tell them it's from another store and they can't buy it today. Like, that really hurts me. With this first brush that I used, I've been using it to keep things looking blended, but I'm just going back in with Morgan to further blend up that crease. I also just love the look of, like, the diffused transition shade at the top. I'm taking an even teenier little blending brush and I'm going in with the shade Clove, this one, and I am focusing it on the outer corner and like deep in that crease. I'm not taking it as far up as I did with Glory. I also need to use like a lighter hand when I do this sort of blend and really like take my time and work it in because I want to keep it focused in a specific area. I'm going to go back in with Glory and I'm just adding it a little bit more. I don't want to lose that, like, it kind of ends up looking a little bit pink and I kind of like that, so yeah. Oh, this concealer is kind of creasing on me and I don't like that. So I don't think that cut creases look the best on me, but I'm going to try it. I'm going to take the shade Aster. It's a really beautiful shimmery purple with blue glitter. Okay, I'm gonna go in with my finger actually. I'm not that impressed. Wow, I was really hoping that this was going to be like the belle of the ball. I'm taking Glory and Clove and mixing them on this little brush, and I'm just making sure that little bit of my look is nice and blended. With the same brush, I'm taking Morgan, and I know it's like gonna be mixing the colors, but I kind of want that because I don't want Morgan to look like too light under there. Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted. Okay, I just wanted like a little bit of what's going on in the crease, but like not that powerful, I guess. Okay, this eye look actually ended up turning out really cute. I just really was not impressed with the lid shade, which is unfortunate because that's what was supposed to be the star of the show. For bronzer, I'm actually going to be trying something new. I've never used this product because it was just like obviously too dark for me to use as a highlight, but this is the Honest Beauty Illuminizing Glow Powder in the shade Dusk Reflection, and it was just sitting in my collection. Honest Beauty sent it to me and I just wasn't using it because it's like a little bit too dark for me to use as a highlight. But Alexa Blake on YouTube, she used it as a bronzer, and I've been wanting to try it that way. It's pretty subtle. I am not liking how my skin is looking right now. I hate when I film videos and I like don't like the outcome, but I guess I did this to myself. I don't know. I think I was just expecting to really love everything and be like, oh, like, why don't I use this? I love it. I'm really not feeling that way about any of this shit. Except the bronzer. I actually think I will use it as a bronzer more often. Anywhere that I put the concealer, it's making my skin look old. I don't like it. Not a fan. So this is the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Lightscapade. I got this in like a MAC holiday kit and I just have kept it because it does look pretty. I just think I'm probably a little too dark to wear this. Yeah, it comes off super light on me. I love the look of it. Like, I love how that sits on the skin. I just wish it was in a little bit of a darker color, I think. And then the next product that I don't use is the Pure Out of the Blue Light Up Vanity Blush Palette. Apparently this is supposed to light up. How do I get it to do that? Yeah. Alright, anyway, I actually really like Pure products. I think that they're pretty nice and pretty underrated, except I did not like that foundation, that Love Your Selfie foundation. My sister really liked it, but it was just way too thick for me. So this blush was a limited edition blush. I bought it because it was on sale, I believe, and Ulta employees can use their discount on sale items. So it just seemed like a really good deal that I could not pass up at the time. It is pretty. I just never use it. I probably have never used it before. Oh, it smells like the beach. I think on camera everything looks really good, but when you get up close, it's not looking that good. And then for my lips, I have the NARS Velvet Lip Glide, and I have it in the shade Swing. I'm going to apply this and then say why I don't use it. Okay, I don't know why I don't use it. I'm going to start though. I love it. I love that color. I love everything about it. It's very comfortable. Why don't I use it? Why don't I use it? I'm going to just spritz my face with some Fix Plus. I am trying to go through it. So as a whole, I think this looks really great. If I could redo the look with other products, I wouldn't hesitate to do so. I don't know what it is, but the glow that's going on my cheeks right now, which I know is a combination of these two, is really flattering. I think that the pink from the Pure blush and the brightness from the MAC highlight kind of meshed together to create a really cute like peachy glow on my cheeks, which I kind of want in a one product sort of thing, so maybe I can be on the hunt for something like that. But I love what's going on my cheeks right now. Like, I think it looks great. Love it. Brows I don't particularly care for. The brow gel stayed glossy, which I don't mind. I actually kind of like a glossy brow gel because it kind of makes the brows look a little bit more defined. But I feel like the chocolate mousse shade's a little bit like cool toned, and that's odd because I feel like chocolate mousse would usually maybe be like a little bit more warm toned. But yeah, I don't know. Kind of on the fence about the brow products. I don't believe the purple eyeshadow on my lid is that unique. I feel I could probably find something in my collection very much like it. I kind of think something in the James Charles palette can do this. My camera died and I don't want to change the battery for the 20 seconds that's left in the outro, so I just wanted to grab my phone really quick and film the rest of the outro, let you guys know that I'm thinking of you, wishing you the best. Just wanted to thank you guys for watching my video and let you guys know that if you aren't already subscribed, definitely go ahead and do so, and hopefully I see you next time.